Good morning. Got a kind of a busy weekend in the Woodyard. This morning I've got the little 6x10 trailer hooked up and we are headed to Louisville to get some pallets. I found a place that's supposed to have a bunch of pallets, so we're gonna go get those. Then we're gonna go down there and get some wood stacked up, get all that taken care of. Then next, that'll probably be about it for today. And then tomorrow morning, I gotta hook the dump trailer up and get that load of beach that we cut a couple weeks ago. I've got to get that. I gotta go down there. The ground's actually frozen, so I'm gonna go down there and get that dumped. And then I gotta load up a rick of hickory and take to the Highlands of Louisville. So that'll be interesting. The Highlands is the old part of Louisville. It's where all the wealthy folks live, but it's like old. It's old money, and it's really cramped and crowded. The roads are small and short. The turns are short. It should be interesting to get in there. So, but pays good. It's quick and easy. It's actually a guy I work with, but we're gonna take him a rick of wood, and then that should just about do it for the weekend. So let's get going. Here we go. I just picked up a load of pallets down here in Louisville, and we are coming up on Grade Lane. That was the scene of the UPS plane crash we had here a couple months ago. It was really a sad day for Louisville. This whole area has been kind of restricted and off limits all the way up until now while they're doing their investigation and everything. But yeah, it was really close to home. You know, everybody in this community and outlying areas. I actually live across the river in Indiana, but you know, we all work in Louisville and surrounding communities, and everyone in this region knows someone or has a family member that works at UPS. So it was a pretty scary day. I work the way the crow flies about 20 miles from here, and we could see the smoke cloud and the plumes, and we all knew something wasn't right at the airport. It was a pretty scary day. So, anyway, we're headed back up to Memphis to get rid of the pallets and maybe stack a little bit of firewood today and make room for that load of beach that I've got on the dump trailer that I need to get rid of. So that's where we're headed next. Got some new wheels on the truck. What do y'all think? They're foundation wheels. It's an 18-inch wheel with only it's got an 18 offset, so moved them out a little bit. Much better look than the stockers. I run a 37-inch tire. Anyway, here's our pallet haul. Just got 10. There's plenty more down there, but I just don't want to mess with. I don't want to pile a bunch of crap up. Looks like one of my stacks is about to go. That's okay. So we are going to throw a couple pallets in that hole and stack all of this wood here if we can. Try to get all this stacked up. So, and then hopefully it'll freeze overnight and I can get the dump trailer in here. You can see it's wet. Maybe I can get the dump trailer in here and dump that beach right in this hole right here. While I'm here, I'm gonna move this walnut out of the way and then try to dump that beach right in here, and that'll go in the mixed hardwoods bin. I may split some of it down small and save it for cooker wood. I think a lot of people like that stuff for cooking. So by the way, I got a gimbal for Christmas, and it has this deal with AI where it follows me wherever I go. Let me know how you like that view and what do you think of it. It's the it's the Insta something, but pretty cool. It follows me pretty well, so Let me know what you think of that. If we should experiment with the gimbal some more or what. Something that just struck me as I was stacking the last of this firewood is how much I've learned this year, and you can see it in my firewood stacks. It's kind of funny. I'll flip the camera around and show you what I'm talking about. But you know, this is my first year I've ever stacked firewood with intent to sell. I've always just provided my parents. My parents were my customer, so I didn't have much obligation. Just cut a bunch of wood, dump it in their yard, and they were happy because it's free. I'm happy because I don't have to do much. So I've learned so much this year, and my firewood stack shows you exactly like the steps and just progress I've made, and it's kind of funny. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll show you. So if you look at this first stack here, right here, this was the first wood I stacked this year. It's all different lengths, it's all different sizes. It's stacked on the ground, it's leaning. I kept all the garbage and stacked it, and I used T-posts. So my T-posts are leaning. You can see my stack is falling over. That's kind of like day one for the firewood. Next up, I went and got pallets and started stacking. So started stacking. Wood looks a lot better. It's a lot cleaner. It's not as mixed. But then you come down here to the end, and the T-posts are still there, and they failed, right? So then, next up, still stacking on pallets, but I started building end stacks, and look at them. They're leaning, they're all uneven, they're just kind of a mess, right? Then fast forward to today, and this is my stack. Look at this. It's nice and neat. It's exactly 4 feet tall, maybe a little more. The wood is clean, the splits are clean, and instead of stacking all this garbage, I sorted through it. So now I'll pick all that up. That becomes kindling. So kind of a neat little progression of firewood stacks. And then this here is a bin that I kind of started, and I learned my lesson on it as well. You notice I didn't put any sides on it. There are pallets down in there, but I didn't put any sides. So now I have to get sides on that. I think I'm gonna use hog wire. Unless you all tell me what works. I really don't want to screw wood pallets to it. That just looks kind of trashy, but I'm thinking hog wire. And then this will just become a loose stack This is my parents' wood, basically. It's mixed hardwood. It's just the unfavorable pieces. They don't care, they'll burn it. So I'm gonna build a bin there, and then I'm gonna keep on coming out with these stacks, and this will be my like customer wood. So the people that I have decided I want to market my wood to are the people over in Louisville, fireplaces. I don't really want to mess with bags a whole lot. I just don't have the time to commit to it. But I would like to sell, just for the fun of it, maybe 10 or 15 cords a year to people with fireplaces, you know, $150, $175 a rick delivered, dumped in their driveway, and that's it. That's going to be my market. So just, it was funny. It just, all that kind of occurred to me, how much I've progressed just in a few short months, and how much I've learned and the mistakes I've made, you know, piling all these rounds in a manner to where I just don't have any way to split them efficiently now. They're just in the way. So it's been fun. I like to learn. So yeah, anyway, as you know, last time I was down here, I picked up a bunch of off fall and scraps and put them in this trailer. I'm gonna bag those up, and when I sell to someone, I'm just gonna take it, and that's gonna be a freebie. I think people will, you know, they think they're getting something for good. So that's what I've been doing anyway. I'll just take a bag of kindling to them with their wood. I mean, if they're paying $150 or $175 for wood, a little bag of kindling goes a long way with them. So that and I don't do enough to get a bag or anything. That's why I have a bucket with the bottom cut out. That's all I need. And I've got one box of bags, and that'll be it. Hey folks, don't forget to help me out. Like and subscribe. I need your help. I need to know that it's worth continuing doing this stuff. I need some subscribers. I don't really have big goals and lofty dreams of making a living off of YouTube, but I would like for it to pay for itself, and every little bit helps. So if you could just hit that subscribe button, like, drop a comment. I don't even care if you tell me all the things I'm doing wrong. A comment's a comment. So help me out.